BFTB, best fight the best. So I had a sub, or maybe not a sub, probably wasn't a sub, more likely a troll, that came at me with the nonsense about money again. Money again. Listen, with Mike Tyson, who is like this new age fanboy weirdo, Mike Tyson, that's their greatest of all time. Now I don't have no beef with Mike Tyson. I used to love Mike Tyson. Watch all of his fights. Inside of the ring, he's a monster. I don't really deal with these fighters outside the ring because I don't know anything about him outside the ring. There's only a select few that I can say outside the ring they mean something to me. Only a very select few. Mike Tyson was not one of those. You know, so I get a lot of these weird ass fuckboy channels that come to me and like, oh, well, the money, Joshua's and so much money, Joshua makes this and Joshua does that and blah blah blah. Like, well, no one said that about Mike Tyson. No one said Mike Tyson makes too much money to fight Buster Douglas. No one said that. We were not talking about using money as an excuse to duck somebody with Mike Tyson. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know, and that's these weird ass fuckboy fan bitch channels and dick riding weirdos. That is their hero. Oh, well, Mike Tyson would have did this to Deontay Wilder. And Mike Tyson would have did this to this person and that person. You know, that's their end-all, be-all. But there was none of this conversation about money with Mike Tyson. When it came to Mike Tyson and money, it was always what he's doing with the money he made outside the ring. His cars and his tiger. Or, his lion, or whatever. His cars and women and his houses and stuff like that. That's what it was about. When it was never, oh, well, Evander Holyfield, you know, he's got to build his profile before he fights Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield has never sold this much. He's never sold out Wembley. You know, Lennox Lewis never sold out Wembley, so he's never sold out Madison Square Garden. So Lennox Lewis doesn't deserve to fight Mike Tyson. You know, if Lennox Lewis, you know, if he fought Muhammad Ali, then his profile would be high enough, his stock would be so high that he could then earn a shot to fight Mike Tyson. It was never any of that bullshit. But that's what these weird ass fan bitches use nowadays. Duck excuses of money. I had this dude come to me like, oh, well, everybody's praising, they're all praising these pay-per-view numbers as if they're so good, and they're really not, because the break-even point for Wilder Fury was 250,000 pay-per-view buys. The break-even point. So this was not a good fight. And Joshua made $25 million off of Joseph Parker. Fine. So I said this before. I will say it consistently because it's about consistency. If you are so petty, so fucking you have so much hate and malice in your heart that you must try to find any and every way and opportunity to discredit Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? You must find that. He can't be better. He can't be as good as Anthony Joshua or any other fighter. So you must find a way to discredit him and talk about a fucking break-even point. Fine. I'm game. Let's get it. What is the break-even point? What was the break-even point for Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko? What was the break-even point for Anthony Joshua, Charles Martin? What was the break-even point for Anthony Joshua, Brazil? For Anthony Joshua, Takam? What was the break-even point for Anthony Joshua versus Parker? What was it? This is the shit I'm talking about. You stupid punk pussy UK fan bitch idiots that will use a break-even point for Deontay Wilder can't use one for fucking Juicy J because he doesn't put that shit out there. There is no transparency. Ignorance is bliss with you fucking morons. There is no break-even point established with Anthony Joshua. So they can fluff their fucking numbers and say what they want to say. And you fan bitch weird ass dick riding pussies can say, oh, well the break-even point was really this. You have no proof of it. You have no knowledge, no factual evidence of nothing. Because they don't put those numbers, so you can make up whatever you want. Oh, no, the break-even point for Joshua Vlad was 5,000 pay-per-view buys, and they did over 1 million. The break-even point was 2,000. Man, there was no break-even point. Hearn put up all the money right away, and he had everything established. Everybody was paid for. It was 100% profit. You can say whatever you want. Because they don't put those numbers out. There is no transparency. We over here in the U.S. put those numbers out. We over here in the U.S. make it known. That's why you dumbass fucking weirdos want to come here. That's why you want to come and fight in the U.S. Because the money's in the U.S. It's factually proven to be in the U.S. You see the revenue. If you didn't see the revenue, then why the fuck would Hearn be trying to come here? Oh, I get it. Oh, Hearn's already got the UK on lock. He's got the UK on lock. He has that money. He's trying to get more money, BFTB. He's trying to get more. Really? Really? Okay. Fine. Tell yourself whatever you want, man. Tell yourself whatever helps you sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you give yourself, whatever you can say to yourself to say, this is the reason why. Whatever that is, fine. Tell yourself that. If it makes you feel good about yourself, congratulations. It's not reality, but it's your reality. So in your reality, that's all that matters. Well, kudos and congratulations to you. Good job. Good job for making your day. It is not reality. It's not reality. The reality of the matter is, if the UK had all the money and the break-even point for Anthony Joshua established him to have so much money, then there would be no desire for Eddie Hearn to come to the US or anywhere else. The entire desire would be to take all these US fighters and bring them to the UK. To take them because you can show them there's more money in the UK. We know that's factually not true, so I'm just going to leave that alone. It's factually not true. It just isn't. But whatever. Look, Anthony Joshua's estimated net worth right now, just looked last night, is about $50 million. About $50 million. And the reason why I can say about $50 million is because you guys in the UK are too fucking stupid to press for this dude to put out his actual numbers. You prefer to live in ignorance. You prefer to say, oh no, I saw an article where it's 60 million. Oh no, I saw an article where it's 80 million. Oh no, I saw an article where it's 100 million. Morons. You're absolutely fucking morons. His net worth is about, again, because I don't put definitive numbers for him, about $50 million. So if his net worth is about $50 million, and according to you guys, he makes $40 million a fight. Well, he made $25 million. He made $25 million against Joseph Parker. That's what he made. You know, Deontay Wilder didn't make no money. He made so little. Although they're saying that his estimated take home is going to be 14 plus. But Deontay Wilder makes so little, and here, this is the reason why. The break-even point was this, and the break-even point was that, and it cost this, and he didn't do this, so those numbers were not good, and blah, blah, blah. Fine. Anthony Joshua, net worth, $50 million. He made 25 of that 50. 25 of that 50 came from Joseph Parker. So what you expect me and the rest of the world to believe is that Anthony Joshua, whose net worth is $50 million, somehow accumulated another $25 million in every other fight that he had. In every other fight that he had, he only made $25 million. But then he made $25 million with Joseph Parker. The numbers are looking shaky, baby. These are some shaky ass numbers, baby. I get it. UK math is not that good. 1 + 1 = 11 in the UK. I understand. I do. I get it. My condolences. But again, if you guys are so eager to establish a break-even point with Deontay Wilder, a break-even point, well, then where is your consistency with Anthony Joshua's break-even points? As a matter of fact, what are his break-even points? Good luck finding them, because they don't put them out there. That way, they can fool you fucking weirdo fan bitches into saying, oh, Anthony Joshua made $25 million. But if I recall correctly, Anthony Joshua was making $40 million a fight, just a few months ago. That's what he was making. $40 million a fight is what you guys are saying. He's making $40 million a fight. So it's easy for him to turn down $50 million because he's making $40 million a fight. So it's easy. That's real simple. I can turn down $50 million guaranteed. I make $40 million a fight. That's not life-changing money. Did we forget this conversation? Did we forget this? Damn, y'all memories are fucking bad. So how is a man that makes $40 million a fight, that just made $25 million for Joseph Parker, how is that same man only worth $50 million right now? And I'm not talking about his sponsors and his boxer size, you know what I'm saying, and his baby oil sponsorships. I ain't talking about any of that. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the money that he made for boxing. I know you guys, Google may be broken. I understand. I get it, man. Google is broken for a lot of you guys. And that's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm here to tell you, his estimated net worth is $50 million. So if he made $25 million for Joseph Parker, and he made $10 million, a little bit over $10 million, or a little under $10 million for Charles Martin, how do those numbers add up that he made an estimated $15 million total combined for Vladimir Klitschko, Carlos Takam, Dominic Breazeale, and Eric Molina? Because those were the fights that Anthony Joshua had between his $10 million payday with Charles Martin and his $25 million payday with Joseph Parker. That's $35 million estimated. If his estimated net worth is $50 million, Then by American math, 50 minus 35 is 15. I don't know what it is by UK math. I don't know. I'm not sure. But again, by American math, this man is, we have an endpoint. You know, we have an endpoint. We have an endpoint of an estimated 50 million. So if your estimated endpoint is 50 million, that's your estimated endpoint, 50 million. And these fucking weirdos are saying that he made half of that with Joseph Parker. And I seen a number. There's a $17 million fight for a $17 million fight for Charles Martin. And Charles Martin it was a $17 million total for Anthony Joshua versus Charles Martin, $17 million. And Charles Martin got 8.5 million or 8.6 million of that, which leaves the rest of it a little bit under 9 or a little under 10, however you want to call it. That's what Anthony Joshua got. So that leaves an estimated 15 million that Anthony Joshua cleared for Breazeale, Vladimir, Molina, and Takam combined. So in 4 fights, he made $15 million combined. Your math is trash. If he makes $40 million, his estimated net worth is $50 million, and he made half of that with Joseph Parker. Something isn't adding up. Your math is trash. Something is not adding up. So let's just get back into reality. If you're talking about 250K is the break-even point for Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, then what is the break-even point for Anthony Joshua versus everybody if his net worth is $50 million? I'll let y'all ponder on that. Get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit-ass numbers and money shit. Get the fuck out of my face. Because Joshua's numbers don't add up. They don't. If your starting point, your end point, not your starting, your end point is 50 million because that's what his estimated net worth is, then you can start subtracting shit to get to what reality is. So don't come to me talking about he cleared $25 million, half of his entire net worth in a Joseph Parker fight. Or the Povetkin fight, I mean. That's what it was. That's what you said. He cleared 25 million against Povetkin. So that leaves even another amount of money. If he cleared 25 million against Povetkin, that leaves even more money on the table that he's got to dwindle down the rest of those numbers to even out all of that shit. If he cleared 25 million with Povetkin and he's worth 50 million, so that means there's another fight added that he's got to fucking chop it up. 25 million with Povetkin, 10 million with Charles Martin. Well, that's another Breazeale, Takam, Eric Molina, Vladimir Klitschko, and Joseph Parker. That's 5 fighters that you've got to divvy up. So you're saying he made $3 million. $3 million a fight. Because he made $25 million. He cleared $25 million with Povetkin. That's what he said. Povetkin, not Parker. Povetkin. So he cleared $25 million on his 15,000 DAZN views. He cleared $25 million against Povetkin, right? And then he made $3 million against all these other fighters because he made a little bit under $10 million for Charles Martin. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. We're talking about break-even points. Well, what is Anthony Joshua's break-even point? What's his break-even point? Where's your consistency? Where is your consistency? Where is anybody's consistency? Boxing isn't just boxing in the U.S. and a different form of boxing in the U.K. Boxing is boxing. Boxing business is boxing business. And it happens to be better in the U.S. So if it's better in the U.S., clearly better, because all the highest grossing fights have happened in the U.S. That's a fact. So that tells you the business is better in the U.S. If the business is better in the U.S., all of the highest grossing fights happened in the U.S., then explain to me how the break-even point is detrimental in the U.S. and the fighters in the U.K. are making more. Explain that. Explain. You can't. Because you are lying. Either you're lying or you just don't fucking know any better. You just don't know any better. You're getting transparency from the U.S. because we post these numbers. So you're getting transparency. What is the break-even point for any of Anthony Joshua's fights? What's the break-even point? Then you can get into reality. But you're not going to find a break-even point because they don't post it. Just like they don't post his actual factual numbers. They don't post it. I've already been down this road already. But these fucking weird-ass LTNK fan bitches keep coming at me with this shit, and I'm going to keep splitting your motherfucking head to the white meat. BFTB, shout out to the LDBC, salute to the Fanon the GOAT, 78 Sports TV and Trail Boxing Talk, my godfather Retro, a.k.a. Blood. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all these greats. Salute to all these legends. You know what I'm saying? World Breaker. Salute to all these guys. Marlo and the boys. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all of these Rough House. KPKC. Haplotype. I could go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Ancestral Rage. All these dudes. You know what I'm saying? We all know the real. We all know the real. You can't pull the wig over all of our eyes. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You can say what you want to say, but reality is going to show itself. You can't you can't just cherry pick this situation without it equaling this situation. Because if Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury had a break-even point, so did every other fucking fight that Anthony Joshua had. And the numbers that you put up saying that he made so much money are false if he's only worth $50 million. You are a fucking liar. You are a fraud. You are a coward. You are hiding behind whatever fucking transparency the U.S. puts out, and you are using that as a cover for the fucking closure that the U.K. does. Because they don't put this shit out. There is no transparency. They can fluff and make it whatever the fuck they want. And you guys ride with that bullshit. Pathetic. BFTB, shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.